Hey, Peanut.
Whiskey of the Claws, pretty common among Wolverines above 40. Is one of the best Deadpool lines ever. 50,000 upvotes. Welcome back to Cream Crew.
It's Mo effing St. George's Day, baby, and everyone needs to know it.
Oh, God,
and
what does that mean? What does that mean?
No. I'm gonna drop some St. George's Day facts on people. Okay. So St. George is the patron saint of England. So St. George's Day is basically England Day. I know this is very ironic whilst I'm wearing an American flag on my head, but they're one of our greatest allies. And yeah, wow, imperialism. But guess who's always goes running to America when they're in trouble? So I don't want to hear nothing about that either. Like I was saying, it's St. George's Day, and often you'll get this response from fucking smarmy middle upper class pricks. They go, you do know St. George was a Turk, right? Okay, first off, yes, today the landmass where St. George was born is Turkey, but it's because it was taken by the Turks from the Greeks. St. George was Greek. He had Greek parents. So I don't want to hear none of that either. We're celebrating St. George's Day, unironically, and it's going to be unequivocally the best episode of Cream Crew ever recorded. Okay? Everyone straight? Seems to be some sort of connection problem.
Oh, sorry. I was just waking up. Are you done?
Yeah, no, I'm done.
That's awesome.
But you know who's not done? St. George, because he lives in heaven, and he's looking over all of us, and he's saying, fucking get you some, you cunts. And
I bet you.
love it.
No, King George, or whatever, St. George, he's done. No one fucking gives a fuck about St. George, dude.
Yeah, it's sad, but true.
Sad but true! I'm your dream, make it real. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's no St. James, am I right?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Well, people are probably wondering by the lack of grumbling, the lack of coughing. Don is not with us today.
Don has finally quit Cream Crew.
Don has finally quit Cream Crew for a week to go and make love to his wife, his girlfriend.
For one whole week. He calls it the April solstice, and it happens every year.
Exactly. A large black hole is formed, and he's able to make his way inside. So we wish him nothing but the best, and he'll be here next week. So it's just me and Tom today.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Hell yeah, dude. What are we going to talk about? There's just so many options.
Well,
please, what are we going to talk about?
Well, I had an idea for a JoJo Siwa cartoon, and I was going to pitch it to you. Didn't see what you thought.
Okay, so just to refresh everyone, JoJo Siwa is the 18-year-old pop star icon. 20-year-old pop star icon who is a lesbian, and that's her shtick. She's Lil Nas X for petite white girls.
Yes, but she's had a bit of an oopsie daisy with her new release where people are making fun of her. My whole thing was I thought it'd be kind of funny, and I was going to see what you thought of this tune. I was going to have to make it this week to still be relevant. I don't even know if it's still fucking, if anyone still gives a fuck about the whole JoJo Siwa thing. But by this time this episode even comes out, I mean, like, the tune will either be up or not, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you, but I wanted to do it where it's like, I was online, like, writing yesterday, and I was seeing those videos where it's like a cub petting circle, or people like go in those rooms and they get fucking handed a sloth and they're like, oh my God, and they take pictures with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I figured that a young JoJo Siwa would come out and everyone's like, oh my God. And he's like, all right, just no touching, no feeding, and no flash photography. And she's flipping around doing dances and shit like that. And they're like, oh my God, cool. And they're taking pictures. And then one of the animal workers ushers the guy back over. She's like, Bill, come here. And he comes back over. He's like, what? And in the shadows, you just see fucking JoJo Siwa in her current state on all fours. And she's just like, I don't think she's ready to go out. I don't think she's ready to go. I don't think she's ready for public interaction. And Bill looks at the crowd, whatever, smiling, and he's just like, there's no time. She's up next. Get her ready. Basically, it turns out to either be that of a chimp attack. She comes out, someone has flash photography, and she freaks out and starts like ground fucking one of the women in there. She starts screaming, and she freaks out even more and has to, and like kills the younger version of herself in a chimp-like attack, and they have to put her down or something like that. But I don't know how to tie it all up, but I thought that would be kind of funny. Especially because she immediately rushes out the room. Sorry, I was going to say this one last bit. She rushes out the room aggressively, and Bill's like, oh, and she immediately gets in the lap of one of the women's purring, and Bill comes over, and he's just like, you wouldn't happen to be a lesbian, would you? And the woman's like kind of freaked out, and she looks at Bill and shakes her head yes, and he's like, oh, God. We do some kind of screening before these books. Okay. JoJo seems to like you the most. Whatever. And JoJo's just in her lap purring. What about that? Is that a banger?
It's funny. Couple questions.
Yes.
So there's a baby JoJo at the start, and then there's an older JoJo.
Yes.
And what's the relevance of that?
Because to me, I always thought in these videos, there's always like a young one and then there's kind of an old one. So to me, the young one is like, oh, people find her old shtick cute, and then they find her new stuff disgusting and depraved, and then she like literally kills her old self. But in this context, it's like an animal, right?
So the baby is the old self.
Yes.
That might be confusing. Or maybe it won't. I don't know.
I mean, the whole thing back then is that it's like a tiny, I mean, like it might be kind of confusing, but I guess it's to me, it was mostly like you dress her up differently and she's younger, which she has her ponytails and her big bows that she had back in the day that she's like known for. And then when she comes out now, she's in her like goth outfit or whatever, or
so
like her kiss outfit.
You said there's some sort of like oopsie on her album. What's that? Yeah.
Well, I think the oopsie is just well, there's a couple. She got caught either stealing this song. There's a song by Britt Smith from 2012 who actually made the song Karma that JoJo released or whatever. Which whatever, you know, the whole thing is that like pop stars buy songs all the time. You know, like very rarely do pop stars ever write their own shit. But I think the whole thing was that she's like, you know, this means so much to me. It's whatever. This whole song is her new identity about, you know, crying out about how, you know, she was afraid of this song, but now she's ready to release it or whatever. It's just very disingenuous. It's very disingenuous. It also feels disingenuous, especially whenever like your ghostwriter comes forward and like releases the song and her version's better. Or whatever. So it's just the oopsie daisy to me is just like this is not going as planned. Like the people that they knew before, that person's like dead and gone, and now people are just like cringing their, you know, heart out to this new version. Is what I would say.
See.
Is what I would say.
It seems like I mean, not that it's relevant for your cartoon, or maybe it could be, but like, yeah, okay, it's oopsie or whatever, but I'd never heard of this bitch before. All of this stupid shit.
Oh,
so
sure.
Whatever she's doing, it's working.
It's a giant publicity stunt, and yeah, it's like any publicity is good publicity, but I don't know. I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, it's like she's going to be relevant now, and then it's going to equate to nothing. I guess is the idea. Versus,
I see.
At least in my opinion, you know, it's like when Miley Cyrus transitioned. You know what I mean? From like Hannah Montana to her being naked and swinging on a wrecking ball and grinding on Robin Thicke's dick. It's like that was controversial, but she was actually talented enough to like make pop songs, you know, versus like this is like, it's just an annoying gimmick. It's not only is it an annoying gimmick, but it's like an ignorant, annoying gimmick that also is stemming from like, her identity, like her newfound identity of being gay and like basically profiting off of like coming out even though it's the most disingenuous thing ever, you know, which is the same shit as any other fucking prepped up giant artist or whatever. But
do you think
I don't know when
I
you're
could
caught
profit
out,
from
but
coming out?
what was that?
Do you think I could profit from coming out?
I think that there is such a long, like such a tall stack of evidence against you that it would never happen.
You're just saying that to make me smile. Stop it.
God, even that was just.
Was it gay?
That was. Might actually, you know what? I think you're helping your case. I think it was kind of gay.
Yeah, I think that could be a fun cartoon, but your instincts that. I mean, I don't have an instinct for this at all, so you know best, but your instinct for whether it's going to be relevant or not by the time it releases is. I don't know. How far through production is it? When do you anticipate it coming out?
I would want it to. It hasn't. It would. The boards would have to start today, and we would have to make it by. It'd need to be released this Sunday.
Bro, your pace is fucking crazy.
It would be relatively easy with the team size we have and stuff. It would be like no more than like 2 pages, right?
How
And
many
then
people would be on it?
Probably like in total.
Well, like animators.
Probably 6 to 8.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still quick. That's still really fucking quick.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of economic ways of stuff, and everybody else in the tune is just sitting. Like the vast majority of people reacting and stuff, they're not standing and actually moving. They're kind of just sitting and like looking around, whatever. And really, the only person that's actually moving is like JoJo and that animal ringleader guy in the deal. So it'd be like
I see
that kind of. So just thinking of like just you know, if we could get this done like that, is it going to be worth it? And I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny because I feel like everyone's also seen one of those like animal cub petting or sloth, you know, like you go in a pen and take a picture with them in some fucking weird room or whatever. Even like you could fucking frame it like a Tiger King thing. You can make the guy like not necessarily Joe Exotic, but you can make him some like weird backwoods fucking thing who like just has these creatures, I guess, in a fucking like trailer or something.
Yeah, that would be funny.
So
you're not sure how to tie it up, end it?
I don't know. I'm thinking about like, there's a couple things of didn't know. You know, I was talking with my buddy, and remember at the end of King Kong when Jack Black walks up to the dead body, and it was Beauty that killed the beast. Might be funny if they have to put JoJo down. If you have the animal ringleader say it was Karma that killed the beast, so that might be kind of funny. But I don't know. I'm guessing I kind of want to just, I guess, sedate her or something like that, and people are freaking out. But I don't know how to end it.
You don't want to take an elephant gun to JoJo Siwa.
I mean, that'd be very comical, just because
just blow off a whole limb, like a leg.
just disintegrate her body like fucking Cell getting eviscerated from the universe. That's what it would look like.
Dragon Ball Z episode.
Dragon Ball Z. Actually, you know what? No, because that guy's dead, and we don't disrespect the dead on this podcast. That's one thing we're known for, is that we don't disrespect the deceased.
I'm sad now. I forgot he died.
Yep, he's dead.
How old was he? I feel like he died too young.
43.
Don't they always? He was 47 years old.
She was 16.
I
don't know. He's like 60 something.
Yeah, too soon. And Japanese people all live to like 130, so
dude,
tragic.
not fucking mangaka. Those motherfuckers drop like flies.
Yeah, I wonder why. I have to reach a deadline.
They have to hit those goddamn deadlines every week. Unbelievable. And also, there's no way that he could even probably like walk out in public without getting just fucking flash mobbed.
Are you sure Because if I was in Japan and saw him in Japan, I would have no idea I'd seen him.
I feel like probably culturally, Japanese people know more about what the people actually look like and stuff. Because yeah, I never really knew what he looked like because I always just saw like the little cartoon depictions of him that he would draw in his books. But I feel like it's probably more prevalent over there. I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe not.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Who knows? Fuck that guy. I hope he dies.
Yeah, well, I don't. I hope he lives forever.
Forever.
Forever young. I want to be forever young. Forever young. I just shit out. I just blew a huge morning fart out my ass. I don't think it got picked up by the mic.
There's just something intoxicating about just letting rip. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just all day, dude. If other people didn't exist and I have to be polite around them, it would just be all day non-stop ripping ass.
That's what my ass would sound like. It'd sound like a really shitty Harley Davidson starting up. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank today's sponsor, Manscaped. Call them what you want. Knee knockers, golden nuggets, thigh slappers, etc. But our friends at Manscaped refer to them as the boys. Not every man has children, but every man is responsible for their 2 boys below the waist. When your little guys have more hair than they need, trust Manscaped for all your grooming dreams. Boys need love too, so join 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com and use code CREAM for 20% off and free shipping. You heard it here first. The boys are back in town. I trim my boys because my wife refuses to touch me sexually if I don't. So my balls, they get very hairy, I would say like kiwis. So I have to shave my boys up. So my wife will say, hey, let's have a nice romp in the hay. Every man knows how scary it can get when going for a close shave below the waist. That's why I trust Manscaped for all my sensitive areas. Introducing the Lawnmower family, including the Lawnmower 3.0 Plus, the 4.0 Pro, and the 5.0 Ultra. Yep. 3 ball trimmers. Isn't it awesome? Boys need love too. And for this reason, each trimmer is equipped with skin-safe technology, an LED spotlight, and unique features for different grooming needs. Oh, these babies are waterproof too. Need I say more? For the basic trim, go with the 3.0, work your way up to the 4.0 to the 5.0 for ultimate grooming experience. Taking it on the go? Manscaped has you covered! These trimmers come with a travel case and even travel lock feature to avoid any accidental powering on or off issues or weird looks at the airport. This right here is on the cutting edge of cutting pubes. Upgrade your ball trimmer and your life will follow. Get 20% off and free shipping and use code CREAM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping when you insert and use the code CREAM at manscaped.com. For the best your boys have ever looked, trust Manscaped. Hey, sorry for interrupting the show again. We have another sponsor, Factor. I like to eat stress-free this spring, and Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals with every fresh, never-frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and it's ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, Veggie, and fucking Vegan. Also discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and fuel up for your springtime goals. Get chef-prepared meals on the table in 2 minutes with Factor's ready-to-eat meals so you can get back to doing what you love this spring. Looking for gourmet meals? Try meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, truffa butter, broccolini, and asparagus. No fuss, no mess meals. Factor meals eliminate the hassle of prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. Tailored to your schedule. You can customize your weekly meals with flexibility to get as much or as little as you need. Pause or reschedule deliveries to suit your lifestyle. And Factor is your solution for fast premium meals without the need for cooking. We're celebrating Earth Day all month long, motherfucker. So look out for the Earth Months Eats badge on the menu for our lowest carbon footprint meals. Head to factormeals.com/cream50 and use code CREAM50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. That's code CREAM50 at factormeals.com/cream50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active. Thanks, Factor.
It's the sad thing about hot. So they're like such boomer bikes, right? But if I were a man who wanted a bike, I'd be like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well,
I like Sons of Anarchy.
that's both of
You
you.
know?
That's both you and Don, though. You'll have like the fucking most outdated perception of like what would be hip and cool from the perspective of like a man in like 1994.
Well, hold on now, because I am self-aware. I know it's not cool.
No.
That's still my.
I don't. I won't
Yes,
even
yes,
believe
yes.
that. First off, you both buy the same. I still can't even believe you both bought the same car. Like that would embarrass me so much. I cannot believe.
Well,
that actually
okay,
happened.
I bought it first and wanted it first, so I'm a victim in this, if anything.
Well, I just want to say that I remember the days when it was happening, right? And I remember actually you both very clearly at the same time saying that you wanted the cars, but only that Don's car, like the color that he wanted to get, wasn't in stock, so he had to wait for it.
Okay, well you weren't there then. No way.
I was a part of the guy. That was definitely while we were doing this show. I mean, we've talked about it before on the show.
No.
Definitely.
No. Because I remembered like getting the car and driving it to what is now the office, but was then where we just fucking lived. And you were not here when we lived there.
No, I'm not saying I was physically there. I'm saying that over calls, I remember the entire duration of that.
Oh.
Of that
Well, then
experience.
you remember me getting one first and Don being like, well, now I want one.
I remember you both being like, I just want to buy myself something nice. I need to get something. And then you were both saying it relatively at the same time. It's just that Don was like, he was more picky about the color. And you like went and you were like, oh, I had this one and the color was, I liked it. So I went and ended up getting it. And then it could put Don in a weird spot too. Cause he was like, well, I can't get that color or one similar to it. So I got to get something different.
You know, the one thing we never did that still upsets me to this day is I wanted little like trucker radios in them so we could be, hey, Flash gets one. This is Flash gets also one because we can't decide who is 1 and 2. Good morning, I guess is all we could say to each other, but that would have been so cool.
Yeah, I just disagree. I just feel like that'd be really, really gay.
That's why it's cool, Hunter. You know? You cynic. Yes, it's gay, but it's tastefully gay. It's fun. It's playfully gay. It's the kind of gay where, you know, you'd never put your dick in it, but you enjoy the banter and the fun
So you
of
guys,
the gay.
I feel like you guys barely drive, so they would just be like collecting dust. If anything, Don would be like, "Hello, Tom, are you there?" It would just be like,
Oh God, Flash Gets 2's tried to get me on the breaker again.
breaker, breaker, breaker. Some truck driver's just like, get off the fucking line.
Do you make cartoons too?
Do you like the draw? Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, in any case, like, it doesn't matter anymore because we're going to be in different fucking states, if not continents, so...
I think, you know what? I'm not going to even bring up the whole. I'm not even going to bring up the whole where are you going to go, what are you going to be, who are you going to do, whatever kind of thing. But I will say, stay in the States, Tom. Stay in the States. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to go back.
George's Day.
You're going to go back and you're going to say, boy, oh boy, wish I didn't do that, is what you're going to say.
There is a high chance of that happening, but King Arthur's coming back to push out the Anglo-Saxons, and I have to be there for it.
Well, there it is. And that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, you don't resist a call from the man himself.
I don't think you do.
Which
I think
is pretty, because
Yeah.
I'm probably definitely like Anglo-Saxon and not, you know, Celtic or whatever. So I'm going to be pushed out back to where I don't know, but I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, I wish you Godspeed.
Thank you, Hado.
No problem, Tom.
Thank you, Hado.
But yes, it is just you and I today, and we can talk about whatever we want. Whatever we want. Dad's gone. Parents are out of the house.
You know, Don really is the glue that holds us all together.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah. Let me say more things you agree with.
Please. That was pretty good. I could have done some kind of silly interjection, but I was like, no. He has the shovel. I'll just let him keep digging. Literally, the Dave Matthews Band song "Grave Digger" was just playing in my head. Grave digger, when you dig my grave, could you keep it shallow so that I can feel the rain? That's one band that I don't understand people getting into is Dave Matthews Band. What a fucking
I don't know who it is or what that is.
He has like a couple of hits.
I don't know if it's related to, everything going on right now, but I've just been on a real typo negative kick.
When are you on a typo negative kick? I feel like you've been on a typo negative kick for like a year.
I had a brief intermission, but I'm back.
You know what you do to me? You listen to what I'm listening to, and you're like, that sounds gay. His lyrics are so gay. And I'm like, it's pretty good, or it's gay. And then a couple weeks later, I see that you're listening to them, and I'm like, I thought you said that this was gay. Well, I've got to kind of come around to him.
Well, what do you want? Do you want a friend who stays in his ways, or someone willing to change?
I think it's not even. It seems like, you know what? I'll say. I'll answer your question by saying a man willing to change. I'll say that, but I feel like in the moment you like what you hear, but you feel too embarrassed or too vulnerable to just be like, yeah, this sounds pretty good.
I don't know, because I'm a big fan of stuff like Flashdance, And if that's not the gayest shit, she's a maniac on the floor.
Oh, is that the song Flashdance?
I think that's like the film it's from. I don't know. Whatever. My point is, I love all that kind of shit too. So if that's not gay, then what is?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is gay.
Okay, well, it's pretty gay.
I'm trying to think about like what music is actually gay. I think the only song where I've ever heard this, and I was like, I feel like as a man who is not gay, I should not be listening to this. It's that song that's like, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Remember when I was listening?
Oh yeah, that is so gay.
I remember when I was listening to that when I was younger, I was like, I don't feel like I should be listening to this. I feel like this is like not a song that was made for me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely made for like European club gays,
Yeah. Oh, it has that. Yeah, I do like that song because it has like that very almost like extremely pretentious like it has a very pretentious tone to it. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Even just like it's like very put out by the whole thing. I'm extremely sexy.
There is something very much more scary about like a somewhat sophisticated upper class gay man.
Anytime I think of like a rich gay guy, I think of some guy who has more power than I've ever seen in my life.
That's what's scary. You're like, if he wanted to,
But,
boy, but I sure hate that. But if he wanted to, he could have his way with me.
Okay, well, I wasn't insinuating that. I was just insinuating that I feel like he would make a call and be able to have like someone come and kill me or whatever. He has deep pockets and a lot of connections.
Why would he kill you when he could make you his sex puppet?
I guess that quandary has never really had to be answered by me. I don't know. I'm just saying that they exude that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Or they could call someone and get anything they want. Call Rachel, tell her to bring over the bags. You're like, what? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and the bags is literally you in a bag.
Yeah.
And you become a sex puppet.
Sure. In this situation, sure. I'm a sex puppet. Which also I want to say, what a bad puppet. Way too heavy. You probably want, I assume if you had a sex puppet, you'd want probably like a lanky kind of scrawny guy. Because no matter what, dead weight is going to just be brutal. You know what I mean? But why make it even harder on yourself?
I mean, that's not something he's worried about, though, is it? You know, that's for his people to deal with.
That's true. His various scientists and engineers.
What, to make you microscopic?
No.
After he's done.
I think that they like either. Well, this is. I guess this is kind of where we get down to what a sex puppet is, Tom. Are we saying that a sex puppet is the body is controlled by a machine, an outside machine that puppeteers the body, or are you internally making something inside of the body, which in return basically makes you a armature or whatever to puppet around?
Okay, I thought a sex puppet was just a metaphor wherein you make this thing do whatever you want. You have complete control. You shove your arm deep inside its asshole and you do whatever you want. That's what I thought a sex puppet was.
I mean, sure. But in this situation, you said that I was in a body bag, so I was dead.
Oh, no. Are you very much alive?
Oh, okay. I think a sex puppet is more dead. You're just literally talking about a sex slave.
I will admit I'm not totally up to date on the terminology.
I won't lie to you and say that I am. I'm just saying that it makes more sense that a sex puppet may or may not be deceased, while a sex slave is very much alive. And to me, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. In my head, you are sedated, but not necessarily dead.
Sure.
And you wake
I still
up
think
in
that I still think that is sex slave.
Palace. I mean, why bandy? Like, why get hung up on the details?
Well, because I think if you're a wealthy man trying to collect essentially a sex slave, then that is different than bring me a puppet. Bring me a puppet. Then they know that it's dead. Bring me a sex slave. Whatever. Then they know that it's alive. I feel like those kind of terminologies would matter. So then yourself, because the last thing you want to do is upset your overlord, because then he might kill you.
Can you imagine how down bad you'd have to be to like be a semi-aristocratic kind of rich German gay guy and to be like, I must have the man from Kansas City. Get him for me.
Okay.
And have to go through that whole operation.
You know what, man? Don't put me down just because of your hypothetic, all right? Because that's just rude. All right, I never asked to be here. All right.
I don't know. It's just something about you he must have. That's the compliment, if anything.
Oh, I don't know. Looks, charm, my laugh. All of I feel like I'm a pretty good fucking catch, dude.
You do have a very cute giggle when you genuinely are laughing.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I guess I could see it.
Thank you.
You do have a nice face as well.
Also, I think that because of my rump, round, soft body, I feel like I would be very desired by many people. I would say less women, but I would definitely say that people who want to romp me around in the hay probably would be like that. Would probably it's like rolling like a ball of silly putty on your table or something. It's just fun.
Just roll you around in a fucking batch of flour and wherever the wet
throw
spot
me in the
is,
deep
you can
fryer.
put it in.
Yeah.
That's right. Just fucking
dip me in some eggs,
baby.
Put me in some flour, and fucking toss me in the goddamn deep fryer. Pop me out when I'm golden brown.
Fucking go down, feast, and then have terrible indigestion the whole rest of the day.
Feast.
Imagine burping and the taste is your asshole.
I wonder what that would actually taste like. I always wonder if you actually cooked asshole. I mean, people have definitely done it, right?
Yeah.
People have definitely done it. People do it to fucking animal assholes all the time, don't they?
Maybe in countries I'm never going to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I've got a question. Here's a good question. If your wife was just desperate to eat your asshole, would you let her?
If my wife was like, okay, are you talking about not actually eating, but the sexual one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just if that would have,
Really?
if that would get her rocks off, I would be like, we need to plan that. Because I would be like, I would need to like make sure that it is absolutely spotless, because that could go wrong in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she doesn't want it to be spotless.
Well, then I would say, okay, but no kissing on the mouth.
Oh, you're not going to kiss her on the mouth.
Not if it's not if I spread my legs and I like hold my ankles upright and I'm on my back and it just reeks of shit. I might be like, it's kind of like whatever. It's like you usually normally let your dog give you kisses on the cheek, but you can tell that they ate a piece of shit in the yard and you're pretty hesitant about it. That's what it would be like.
I would be hesitant to ever fucking smooch her ever again, ever.
Oh, well, come on, Tom. Let's be realistic about it.
No amount of washing would.
Let's be realistic about it. I mean, come on, what, she can't fucking throw down some Listerine, brush her teeth, and scrub the lips, and I mean, it's fine. That'd be more than fine for me. Like, all right, give me a mwah.
It's a mental stain for me.
I'd say you come here and you give me a kissy. Mwah,
You
mwah.
give me a kissy right now.
There's just diarrhea and just fucking
All over,
bits of dried up corn and shit on the corner of her lips, and like mwah, mwah.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, fair play to you though for being a fucking a man and stepping up.
I'm saying that if you said
lovely
there,
wife.
I mean, dude, fucking, you're in a fucking in this relationship thing so long. If anything, at this point, I would welcome her saying, you know what would actually just get me off is I just eat your asshole. I'd be like, you know what? Fucking fair play. Get down in there and get it. You know what I mean?
It's just been so long. Everything's become so mundane.
Oh, dude. It's with anything. People are like, if you had the most beautiful girlfriend or, if boyfriend or whoever the fuck's listening, it doesn't fucking matter. After the 10th time, whatever, it's like going on the same roller coaster over and over again. All the dips, all the the bobs and weaves and stuff like that make the roller coaster thrilling. But now it's just like it's almost I wouldn't say it's mundane enough to where you're just like, I'm ready to get off, but it's like almost as if it is in a way, it is like that is what I would say. It's still kind of fun, but it's just at a certain point you're just like, my balls are going to explode unless I do this, and I don't want to keep beating my cock. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah, no. I understand, but
So
there must be some way you can kind of give that roller coaster a little fresh coat of paint.
well, that's what I'm saying. Grab your ankles, lay on your back, let your wife eat your fucking asshole. Maybe,
So do you think this is now something you're going to suggest?
Maybe I'm going to I would try to make it good for me too. I'm sitting there and I'm jacking myself off and I come all over my chest and belly. She's in my ass. But
Surely she can be the one who fucking strokes you and eats your asshole.
I don't even want her to do it. I want her to just rub. No. I want her to rub my fucking my hamstring part of the back of my legs and twirl her hand through my hair and stuff like that
until your leg starts kicking like a dog getting itched.
Exactly.
You gonna come for me, Fido? You gonna come for me?
Oh, but no, and then I'm my head's laying back and I'm like and then there's just fucking, it almost looks like a industrial Costco fucking thing of Elmer's glue just got poured all over my chest and stomach, and I'm like, best nut ever.
I can ride this roller coaster forever.
I can ride this roller coaster forever. And then, by the 10th time, her tongue is lodged deep in my asshole. I'm like, God damn, let's get this over with. God damn.
Well, that's sad. I hope anyone listening who's, in a nice, fresh relationship doesn't listen to Hunter.
I'm not saying, this is the thing is I'm making it sound worse than it. It's not bad, but it's one of those things where it does lose all thrill and excitement.
And you are stuck with it more or less forever.
Yeah, but the more I think about it and look at it, I'm like, I mean, it's fine. That's okay with me. I'm all right.
So, okay, is there any upside?
I mean, I love this person very much, and it's great. And I think my wife is beautiful. It's not like it's not torturous. You know what I mean? I would say the upside
it's
is
not
that
torturous.
the upside is
that's not a great sentence.
the upside. The what?
It's not torturous. That's not like a selling point.
Sure, it is, because I'm saying that to give context to what I was saying before, because I don't want people thinking that it's like, it's not like a fucking prison sentence. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying that.
Kind of sounds like one. I mean, give me some points to counter everything you said so far.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to counter everything. I'm saying it's, whenever you're in a relationship this long, I mean, it becomes it's a full-time job. It's a, it's a thing of you like somebody, but to actually be with somebody for more than a decade is something where, like, that whole cutesy fucking phase of the first 6 months to a year, whatever, and then you guys get to move in together and it's all that stuff, that shit flies out the window. After a while, it literally becomes like what I assume Neolithic, like, fucking hunter and gatherers are like, what I imagine them and their mates were like, where it's like the romance is, I wouldn't say the romance is totally dead, but it becomes something where it's like you guys are in it for survival by this point.
Jesus.
Is what I would say. Exactly. But that's where the real relationship begins. That's why whenever you see somebody who's been together with their partner for like 25 years, those are the motherfuckers where I'm like, you better watch those guys. They're in sync. You better watch that.
Well, I don't feel like anything you just said sold it to be a good thing.
Oh, well, all the normal shit, companionship, everything else. Also, I think it's like it's literally only worth it if the person that you are with, gives what is it? Makes you like a better version of yourself is the only way I've ever seen it work. Whatever. And I will say, I think my wife does make me a better version of myself. So that's easy. Also, my wife's like a good artist, and I feel like I get to like lean on her with like critiques or criticism and stuff like that. She's really good with that. So I feel like even professionally, I get a lot of help from her, and that's helpful as well. Versus like, even just thinking about some of like the one night stands, or, you go on a date with a couple of people before or whatever, and it's like just none of that connection at all. You'll know when you know, is what I say.
Very interesting. So, she's a, semi okay part of your business, and
no.
That's
She's a person that keeps me sane. She's a person that keeps me sane, and she helps me navigate all of the turmoil amongst every avenue of my life, personal things, professional things. She helps me do that. A lot of the things that, like, all the successes I've had, I've attributed some part of it to our relationship. You know what I mean? It's like that, whatever. And I'd like to think that I do the same for her. Huh?
So how does she make you a better person? I'm very curious.
I think I am more, I would say, sympathetic. I think that I'm like,
dude, that is crazy. That is crazy, because you might be the least sympathetic person I've ever met.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Version.
You're trying. You know what you're doing? You're trying to throw me into a whirl, and you're trying to besmirch my character, which is fine. You do that on this podcast a lot, but damn well that I'm a sympathetic man.
I don't know about all that.
All right. Well, then if this is kangaroo court, then we won't even have this conversation.
If it's what court?
Kangaroo court.
Oh, I don't really. You know what? That's one of those things I vaguely know. It's like, I guess it's a court where the decision's already made, but I don't actually know if that's the correct.
I don't either. I didn't know what else to say, so I said kangaroo court. I might not have even been using it correctly.
Well, I'm glad we're both as ignorant as each other.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like the listener learned a valuable thing about, long-term relationships. That was very sweet. That was very nice. And the fact your wife listens to this podcast makes it all the better.
Exactly. I could, me and her, I would openly say this to her right here, and she would laugh and agree. But that's exactly what makes a healthy relationship.
And then go and pour another large glass of wine.
Yeah. It would. If my wife wasn't like 2 years sober, I definitely would have. I would definitely would have agreed with you.
She's still doing that.
Yeah, she hasn't fucking like drank in forever.
That's kind of sweet. Good for her.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy.
But that was one of the pillars of your relationship together. So how's that affected everything?
I mean, not at all. I really don't drink as much as I used to back in the day. I like there's certain days where I'm like, yep, getting drunk today, and that's fine. But I don't. It's not like I do it like enough to where it affects my social relationship with my wife or anything, or it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Do you get whiskey dick when you drink?
Not at all.
Dude, me either. Fucking high five to that, brother.
That's right.
The only thing it does is it turns me from like a 2-pump chump into like a, I don't know, 12-pump chump. It's
okay. Well, this
quite
is
the
a lot
elixir
more
of power.
information. This is probably a bit TMI, Tom.
Oh, well, I thought this was friends talking to each other about their lives.
It was friends talking to each other,
mistake,
and I would be a little uncomfortable if you were telling me how it actually affected your long-lasting sexual performance. But I'm just also trying to make sure that I'm helping censor you to the general public that listens to the show as well.
Dude, it takes me from 2 minutes to heaven to like, I don't, at least like 40. It's a powerful elixir. That's all I'm saying.
Who has
I'm
the
sorry
time?
for sharing that
Who has
with
the
you.
40 minutes? Who has the time? No, sir.
Well, there's no in between, sadly. You either get 2 good pumps, or you get 40 minutes of excruciating. Okay, stop. Hold still. Stop moving.
Okay. All right. Okay. Come on, man. That was a silly joke, everyone. Silly joke from Tom.
It wasn't a rape joke. It was a like.
There was a rape joke whenever you said, "Hold still, don't move."
Well, yeah, that was
how what context? Tell me the context in which that's a consensual situation. I would love to hear it.
It's just like I'm trying so hard to nut that I need all the focus and to be in total control, and anything they do is like could throw off my rhythm and fuck
if you
it up.
move, I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can.
If you move, I'm gonna fucking crush you.
I'm gonna fucking stomp you out like a bug.
That's all part of the fun. She likes that as much as I like saying it.
Well, at least I know. Okay, well, I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah.
Very
I don't know.
nice.
You know what? I'm never sharing anything with you ever again.
Okay, well then don't. Well then don't.
well,
but
now
you know
I'm
what?
sad.
I still say, and I'm going to circle back to it. I'm going to say, don't leave the States. That's right. I said it again. I know you said that we thought we were done. Don't leave the States is what I got to say. Selfishly, I don't want you to leave the States.
But we don't really.
It's nice to have the option, and I know you're the same way. I know you think the exact same way. We don't have to live in the same. We don't have to live in the same states, but you like to think at any given time, if you wanted to, you could.
Don't you feel like the option's always still there?
No.
Okay, well. Fair enough.
Well, that wasn't really much of a rebuttal to that, but all right. Well, there it is.
You know, if I could stay, I would, but who knows? You know.
Who knows, dude? Who knows?
I've got family who are getting old, and I should probably spend some time with them.
They're dropping off like flies. Yep.
That's right. Everyone I love is dead. Everyone I love is dead.
I love when he's like, and I love my aunt, but she died. The song is Everything Dies. Yeah, it's in the song Everything Dies. He's like, I love my aunt, but she died. And my uncle too, but he died. He's just talking about everybody that he knows is dead. It's like a very depressing song. And then everything dies, and it's kind of like a positive upswing.
Is this even the same song? Because the one I listen to is when Everyone I Love is Dead.
No, I mean, I'm sure he said it in 12 different fucking songs. I'm just saying the song is Everything Dies is the song I'm talking about.
Oh, this is a different song.
Yeah, it's
'cause mine is called
probably a
Everyone I Love
completely
Is
different
Dead.
song, but it's he like I said, he's probably fucking said that like some kind of variation of that line 12 times.
Did you see the Deadpool Wolverine trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
I just don't care. I don't fucking care.
Here, he's in the suit. He's in the suit.
I don't care. I don't care enough to
He's in the
fucking.
yellow suit.
I don't fucking care to talk about it. I would rather talk about anything else besides that. You know what? Actually, this is our fucking lie. For clips and stuff, let's talk about the Deadpool Wolverine trailer. It was really funny.
And stuff.
It was really
Bottom of the barrel, huh?
It was really funny. It was really funny.
Is that the clip?
We should actually put that as the clip. That's the full clip. You see the Wolverine trailer? Yeah, it was really funny. And it just like keeps looping like that.
Hey, Peanut. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
The end jokes too. Classic bangers.
Yeah, it's really funny.
What about all the different names for cocaine?
Yeah, that's really funny.
And then the Reddit thread of everyone like,
Oh my God! Did you see he was in the yellow suit?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Classic.
Yeah, that was pretty silly. Apparently, fucking 20 million people did. I think I got like 20 something million views in one day, or whatever.
You know what? Good for them. I'm glad whoever they are got to win.
I mean, me too, man. I'm glad Marvel Studios was able to muster out a win.
Yeah, well, things haven't been so good since whatever.
So Ryan Reynolds could do the same cadence of what she does everything. You know what? I like Ryan Reynolds too, but this movie I don't know. I'm not gonna. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna be negative. I think it looks good.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll go see it. Why not?
Dude, I actually laughed so fucking hard. I was laughing so fucking hard when oh my fucking god. I was laughing so fucking hard when Wolverine stabbed. Oh my god, I was laughing so fucking hard. I was laughing so fucking hard when the part in the trailer when Wolverine stabs Deadpool in his balls. Dude, I was laughing so fucking hard at that.
Well, that was good, but was it as good as Whiskey Dick of the Claws? That's common in Wolverines over 40.
Yeah, that I love all the. Actually, this is actually kind of fun. Like the amount of people quoting that and then being like, "That has to be the best Deadpool line ever." that has to be the best Deadpool line ever. Fucking awesome.
It's so labored. Take it from someone
Whiskey
who
Dick.
is
Try to
got
give me-
got knowledge of writing labored jokes. God damn, is that labored?
Try to give me your best Ryan Reynolds impression of him saying that.
You're set. You are so setting me up for a nice cringe compilation.
I mean, you're a fucking performer. Perform.
I'm not a performer. That's in fact
You
it's one of
fucking
my
little-
one of my negative qualities. It's one of the things I don't bring to this fucking podcast.
You're a little monkey with the top hat on, dancing around. Fucking dance, monkey. Just do
all
the
I can
fucking
do
deal.
is
Ryan
Vegeta.
Reynolds saying that line. Just give me your best impression of it, dude.
What's the line again?
I don't know. You said it. It's like, what is it? Whiskey dick for claws, or let me see.
That's the line. Whiskey dick for claws. That's Ryan Reynolds saying whiskey dick for claws.
Let me see. Let me get the exact quote. We have to make sure that
No,
we
I
get this
just
right.
did it.
No.
No, I just did it.
Here we go.
Hey, Peanut.
Whiskey dick of the claws, pretty common among Wolverines above 40. Is one of the
Whiskey dick
best
of the
Deadpool
claws.
lines ever. 50,000 upvotes. Oh, and then right underneath that, unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, is now my favorite Deadpool line. 73,000 upvotes.
That's not bad. That's not a bad little Ryan Reynolds you do there, eh?
Well, it's kind of whispering, and you have to
It's kind of
trip on what you say. Maybe
Oh,
not
yeah,
as
you're
much.
good at
Maybe,
that.
maybe as much gravel in your voice, but you have to talk kind of fast and then change the pacing in which you say it.
That's not bad.
I know.
That's not bad.
He does the same thing every time. Whiskey Dick of the Claws. Pretty common among Wolverines above 40.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's the best, but it's the same kind of. He's been doing the same kind of line delivery since fucking Van Wilder. Which, you know what? Love it. I'm a huge fan.
I was gonna say, let's not get crazy here. That was a good film.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking movie.
I want to smack clam. I want to take it through the car wash and vax that shit. Classic.
Yeah, and that guy's a senator now or whatever.
No way.
He's a governor or something, yeah.
The Indian vote is insane. Good for them.
Oh, man.
Tashi, get over here. And then he sets her on fire. That's classic.
Well, what if I told you to go see Deadpool in theaters? Would you do it?
When you say my name.
Are you going to see Deadpool before you leave the States? Or are you gonna see it overseas?
When's it come out?
Saudi Arabia. July.
Oh, wow, really? That's ages away.
Is it?
It's like 3 months, dude.
That's 3 months. That's not that long.
Oh my god, so much can happen in 3 months.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't know. You know what? One day at a time is what I say.
What day is on? Well, I think I probably won't see it in theaters. I'll rent it when it comes out on Prime.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to see it in theater just because, like, I never really go and see things. Okay, all right, you call
because you're a huge fan. If you are, Tom, are you a huge fan of Deadpool? Be honest.
You know what? When he did a fart and said #drive-by, I was buckled.
Okay, well, I think that there's. I feel like there's a bit of sarcasm in your voice. I'm a huge fan of Deadpool, so, and I'm not.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's okay. It's not like I much prefer it to the usual Marvel stuff.
I could agree with that.
Is it my favorite thing ever? No, but okay.
But what rarely is
Fury Road.
Furiosa is what you meant to say.
We to be determined. We will see.
That comes out soon, right?
May? Is it May? Oh my god! I'm soy facing over here, boy. Let's have a little look.
May 24th, literally in 4 weeks.
Oh, that's ages away. Fuck's sake.
God, you're like a child. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? I want it to be Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Furiosa. I'm going to go to the green place and abduct all the women.
There's an article here from IndieWire that says Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, has a 15-minute scene that took 78 days to film.
That's good marketing right there.
That's how you know that shit's about to get epic. What could that scene possibly be?
It was the scene where Anya Taylor-Joy had to make a single regular human expression.
Cut! No! Anya! God damn it.
Anya, can you push your eyes just a bit closer together, please?
Okay, well, I don't think that. I thought you were going to go more like she actually had to try out an emotion, not just literally her look.
It started as one and it morphed into the other.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's called Yes and.
Yes, and scene.
And scene.
Anya, it's so impressive how you've made it this far in your career without having boobs or a butt. Good job.
I still need to watch. Well, I've seen. I keep forgetting if I've seen Queen's Gambit or not, which probably is telling of the show.
Oh, I've seen Queen's Gambit, and it's fucking commie propaganda.
You don't like communism?
No, you know what? I'm going to say I don't.
Wow. Okay, you realize that the system's broke that we have, right?
You know what? I don't even disagree. I just don't think the answer is a bunch of commie bullshit.
Wow. Does that over and over again. Wow. Wow. Okay.
You sound like the kind of girl who has worm earrings. That's what I think of you.
Worm earrings? What are worm earrings?
Earrings that make it look like there's a worm in your ear. That's the kind of girl I think you are.
It makes you look like a worm in your ear.
Yeah, I said it.
What does that mean? What kind of earrings are those? What a fucking way to go to say that. That actually made me mad. What the fuck are you talking about? You
How is this concept so hard for you?
Yeah, give me a fucking picture of it so I can at least see what it is. Put it in the general chat.
How am I supposed to find something so eclectic?
Well, you made it so, well, it's so regular. Well, it's earrings that make it look like worms are going in your ears. What the fuck does that even mean? You fucking psychopath.
That is
You're
so
a psycho.
hard
You're a freak. You're a freak.
Okay, we're being silly, aren't
God. God, there's a pair of earrings that make it look like worms are going in your ears. It's such like a fucking like 6-year-old thing to say.
I mean, it's so accurate.
Well, when I see him, I might be like, "Oh, okay," but then I might see him, and might be like, "You dumb bitch."
How am I ever gonna find this stupid fucking worm earring?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna even Google myself. I'm gonna say earring that makes it look like a worm is going in your ear. Is this it?
No. It's okay. So imagine the worm is cut in half, and you put one half through your ear and then the other half on the other side of your ear, so it looks like there's a worm like going through your earlobe. Do you understand?
I mean, like, I'm actually looking for just talking about something like this.
Kinda, yeah, but it's like the same principle, but it's a worm, and it's like evenly distributed in half. It's not like top or bottom heavy like that is.
I don't know if this is real or not, but this makes you want to throw up. This is a woman who said that a snake got stuck in her ear.
That's not throw up worthy.
I hate snakes.
Oh, really? Really? Do you know what? Weirdly. So I don't like spiders. Spiders give me the heebie-jeebies. Snakes I couldn't be fussed about. I feel like my ancestors would never... That piece of genetic code didn't make it to me, somehow.
Well, ever since I read a thing called the Bible, you might have heard of it, I have never liked snakes.
Oh, that's weird. That just made me never like women.
Well, that's our time. Thank you so much for listening to Cream Crew. It's been a fantastic episode. Don will be back next week. And until then, we will catch you next time.
He really is the glue that holds this thing together, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
These guys fuck each other 100%. Without a hesitation in my mind. He's like, are you good? He finishes inside of him. He's like, you good, bro?
God, do they fuck each other?
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Property brothers.
They are crazy looking. I know they're not like crazy looking, but they are somehow crazy.
I want to fuck your face, bro.